Well, I like them, and they really sometimes put a good impact on the class.
Yeah, she listens, like she'll let us have them, and she'll listen to our opinions, and she'll let us vote on it.
When kids are assuming some of that responsibility themselves, it makes it easier for teachers.
It's very easy to implement, and it's easy for the kids to handle it.
It's been positive. The program is very positive. We get to show the teacher how she is, and she show us how we are.
We get a chance to put out what we think, give our own opinion and all that.
I think it's good for the classroom, for the students, because we get to express our feelings and show we feel and get all our ideas out.
The purpose of this video is to share the early results of a specialized program chosen by the Alternative Education Division of the St. Louis Public School District. The program is funded by the Walton Family Foundation to raise the quality of public school education in St. Louis City so that more families can keep their children enrolled. Research identifies a culture with freedom and responsibility, promotes an exceptional environment. Over a 3-year period, a local firm, Expanding Human Potential, is providing an all-inclusive approach in which administrators, teachers, parents, and students all participate simultaneously in the program. 18 schools receive training, group and individual coaching, and long-range follow-up. These schools are building internal practices to sustain their positive changes.
This program has taught me that I don't know as much as I thought I knew. You know, I've been around for 31 years, and it would seem that you've seen everything and heard everything, but there are some things that I don't know, even with all that experience.
I think the teachers, some of the teachers that have really worked with the group circles, the group time, have been kind of surprised at some of the answers the children have come up with, some of the solutions, some of the discussions. They're getting more out of the children than they really thought they would.
I've seen a big difference in my students. Since we've gone to the classroom meetings, the students are more outgoing, they're more cooperative with each other, they seem to get along much better, and they also seem to have the idea of how to solve those little bitty problems that they usually have.
Over the last 20 years, an extensive body of research in corporate health and educational systems provide amazing and similar conclusions. They identify key factors that create and sustain an exceptional environment. Multi-million-dollar research at the Developmental Study Centers in Oakland, California collected data that repeatedly links a student and a teacher's sense of community to attitudes, motives, and behaviors with far-reaching ramifications. In Jim Collins' top-selling book, Good to Great, he shows that only 11 out of over 14,000 Fortune 100 companies qualified as a great company. Criteria for the 11 included consistently high morale, retention, and an ever-increasing ability to financially thrive and prosper. What made the difference? What constitutes an exceptional environment? And, most importantly, how do we learn to create and maintain one?
The class meetings are real good because we can practice how to solve problems. And then when kids do have a problem, and I call them aside, then they have some idea of how to go about solving it with my help. It's allowed me to look at kids' behavior in a different way, so that if a kid is acting out, kind of step back and think, well, what's the reason why he or she's acting out, and then that gives me a better idea of how I can deal with it and kind of see it from their perspective. They may have a good reason why they're acting out, and then I need to handle that a little bit differently than just handing out consequences.
All participants are taught hands-on encouragement strategies, communication skills, and conflict resolutions. Most importantly, a true democratic process is adopted. Generally, our culture is not yet proficient in modeling and providing this dynamic in our families, schools, and places of business.
So we'll just review very quickly what the recorder does, and that is to, when we pull the problem out of the box, we read it and we talk about solutions, and the recorder will write down the solutions, and then we go on to vote and all of that. Anna, would you like to record? Yes.
Teachers transfer responsibility as the entire class creates the agenda, has equal opportunity to talk or pass, and together they vote on issues.
So we're going to start our meeting now with compliments. Okay, are you ready?
Meetings always begin with positive comments, and sometimes the agenda includes planning for fun events.
They compliment Angela for being especially nice today, for helping people.
Often, even in the younger grades, a student leads the meetings while another takes on the role of the group note-taker.
Anna's playing too much.
That's not very specific. Let's see. Reasonable.
Students are led to focus on positive solutions to problems and are taught to measure their suggestions against the 3 R's. Solutions must be reasonable, respectful, and related.
Okay, so how can we solve that problem when that situation comes up? Are you ready to write? Okay.
The teacher does not focus on imposing the right solution and allows the class to try out solutions that may fail. Together they learn to make decisions and think through issues.
Okay, we're going to go around and let's talk to close our meeting. We'll talk about something in our lives that's coming up that we're excited about, or anything that you want to share at all, okay?
Teachers often encourage the sharing of feelings and practicing mutual respect.
I'm looking forward to summer vacation.
Marissa, I have a problem with you when you take my arm like this and then hold it real hard and you touch my bone and that hurts.
Kids often role play and have a great time working out their own solutions, puzzling through outcomes, and are often surprisingly astute and creative.
Yes. Yes, I will stop. Do you have a problem with me? No. Okay.
Expanding human potential fulfills 2 main objectives within each school using concepts from Adlerian Psychology. The first objective is to create a consistently encouraging environment, building upon strengths and meeting the 4 basic needs of all people proactively. The 4 basic needs are to feel powerful, lovable, connected, and contributing. Research indicates that when these 4 basic needs are met, people will behave with social interest, cooperation, creativity, and enjoy their work. To do this, adults must do several things simultaneously. They must withdraw autocratic, punitive, and reward-based practices which are extrinsically motivating. They must move from these control-based methods to methods that are intrinsically motivating. Their challenge is learning to transfer responsibility. Ownership for behavior in academics becomes an issue for the group to confront and solve, freeing teachers to be more effective and creative.
What I like about it, the kids come with so many problems during the day, and I can just simply say, why don't you write that down and put it in the box, and we will talk about that at class meeting, and that's just been extremely helpful to set those problems aside and deal with them later.
I've seen a positive change. I've seen the kids respond better to all the staff, mainly because I think they have an opportunity for input now through the class meetings.
We've been doing this program for about 2 months here in our school, and I've definitely seen a major improvement in my classroom. I was skeptical at first, I have to say, but it really does work, and the kids have come together and really enjoy having the class meeting and really help each other out in a way I was just not expecting at all. I've seen discipline improve. I've seen teamwork kind of gel better. They work much better together now. They're quick to help each other out, whereas before they may have been reluctant to give suggestions to each other. They often ask me if we can have a class meeting, which I think is a very positive thing. The trainers were very good at working with us. They just put hours and hours into our training, and definitely made us really understand how we were supposed to utilize the program. I'm definitely looking forward to next year, because we started this at the end of our school year, and I haven't gotten to see how it works with a brand new class, but I am just thrilled and excited to try this in August with a brand new class, and I'm sure it has changed and will change my teaching style a lot.
Most of us, when under stress, react and draw upon controlling, disrespectful, and counterproductive responses. The second key role expanding human potential plays is to provide parents and school staff with the means to recognize the purposes of misbehavior and to master more helpful responses to it. Redirection of misbehavior in an honoring way is a key skill in which both adults and children feel better about themselves. Expanding human potential will continue to powerfully assist in this project and is rapidly completing delivery of the first tier of services to the initial 6 schools. They recognize a strong commitment to create powerful and exceptional climates within St. Louis city homes and schools. At this point in the project, many participants are pleasantly surprised at their results.
It's been positive. Both on the part of the students, but as the teachers as well. I think teachers need to feel that they're capable of making a difference. They need strategies that work. They need strategies that they can utilize and try out in the real arena. Time is short. And so if they are able to pull some things together that are effective, that means they'll dig deeper, and the benefit will go all the way across the board.
Like I said, I was a skeptic, but now I'm sold on this program. It is wonderful, and it really is worth taking the time out of your day to use a class meeting.